Hey, everybody. How's everybody doing out there? Yeah, I'm a little bit early. 2 minutes. How's it going? Higher consciousness. Welcome. Sunshine. Sunshine, do you have a question you want asked or you want just a general reading? Irish Jessie, 6 up. Dukes. Mazikeen, Brenda, Go Getter. Andrew. TT. Butterfly. Okay. I got your question there. Sunshine. Hey, Tanga. Welcome in. I haven't seen you in a long time. Welcome in, everybody. You sure can, Tanga. Do you have a question? I got your higher consciousness. You're actually the first one on my list. TT and Butterfly, do you guys have questions or you just want general readings? Today is question day. Today is question day. So if you have a question, let me know. Love Mia. Okay, I got your Butterfly. Tanga. You have a question? Are you in the right place? Okay. Love Mia. You have a question. I'm writing your questions down if you're wondering what I'm doing. The yes or no questions, I use the runes to answer that. Hi, Brandon. Okay, I got you. TT, did you have a question or did you just... Okay, you want a general. Okay, I got you. How's everybody doing out there today? You know, Sunday I was here. When I was live on Sunday, I was freezing. It was raining. It was a little bit of snow on the ground. Today I've got the air conditioner running. So we're having crazy weather. Oh, I'll take rain over snow, but I'll take cool weather over hot weather any day. Tanga, I don't think you've been here since I had these cards. And because I'm not happy about having the reverse cards, I went ahead and turned them all back upright. Oh, you're going to love this deck, Tanga. Yes, Mother Nature is showing her bipolar self here where I'm at because Sunday, you guys know it was cold, wet, rainy, a little bit of snow on the ground, and today it's sunshine and air conditioner is on. Hi, Steph. No, you can ask a question. I haven't started yet. Put your question in chat for me, please. And thank you. And we'll get started here in just a minute. Yeah, that's true. Hi, Pamela. Oh, good question there, Pamela. I'm writing it down. Hi, John. Do you have a question? Or do you want a reading? Hey, O2 Hurricane. Do you want a reading too, O2? Okay, Steph, that's going to be, I'm going to use runes for that. Runes tend to give me better answers with the yes or no's. Jonah, is Steph and I going to reconcile? That's going to be, I'm going to do that with runes because I get better response with for yes or no with runes. Let's see. I got you, John. Since yours is a yes or no, it'll be with runes. I got you. All right. I got everybody's questions, so we're going to get started. Higher conscious, you're first. You want to know Fahad's current thoughts and feelings towards you. I wasn't happy with the way that these. Oh, thank you, higher consciousness. I try. I wasn't happy with reading these cards in reverse, so I put them all back the way they were. It just didn't feel right. All right. Fahad's thoughts and feelings. O2 Hurricane, did you have a question? Did you put it in chat? Because I didn't see it. I missed it. All right. Oh, we got the Six of Cups. The Eight of Pentacles. Ah, we got the Death card. You want to know what Fahad's thoughts and feelings are. I can tell you there's emotions here. Yeah, this is definitely a different deck. O2 Hurricane, if you put a question, can you tell me what your question is again? I missed it if you put one. So what do we have here? Look at this sigh. It's coming. This is the Death card. This is about change, a major change. So Fahad's changing perhaps their mind on how they are feeling emotionally towards you. I feel that they're having to make necessary adjustments in their life in order to include you in their life. So I feel like Fahad is focusing on you. Definitely focusing on their emotions and making sure there's harmony coming together. So even though I don't have any feelings here on the board, even though I don't have feelings on the board here, I feel like there's a major change in the way Fahad is thinking. And Fahad is focusing on their life and including you into it in some way. I feel like Fahad is having a major change in their mind. They may have to end something else. They're focused on perhaps ending something else, maybe with someone else, and focusing on bringing you into their life. Are you changing your question, Joanna? So, higher consciousness, what I see is Fahad is making big changes. And I feel like big changes are okay. I feel the big changes are they want to bring you into their life, but they have changes they have to make in their own life before they can bring you into it. The big change may be getting someone else out of their life in order to bring you in. They're focused on it. I hope that makes sense. Okay, you just want a general reading, O2 Hurricane? Okay, no problem. So, Fahad is making changes. I'd say Fahad is making changes to bring you in, to include you in their life. You're very welcome, higher consciousness. You're very welcome. Sunshine, are you here? Are you here, Sunshine? Are you here, Sunshine? What's coming that you don't see? Okay. What's coming that you don't see? I love this deck. It is a little awkward to shuffle, though. All right. What's coming that you don't see? Ah, we have the Empress. The Eight of Pentacles. And the Seven of Pentacles. Over here, you acknowledge the fact that you have different things that you're reflecting on in all aspects of life. You have different, you might have a choice to make. And so perhaps the choice is to be more creative. So you're trying to focus on something to improve yourself. This, you could be nurturing yourself. This could be about nurturing. This could be related to, it's not necessarily finances. When it comes to the pentacles, it could be anything you value, your home, your health, your job, your family. And this is about you being creative. You've planted a seed here. You've planted a seed, and you're focusing on this seed that you planted to grow. Here, you had to make a choice on what to plant. What was it you wanted? What were you looking for here to grow? And now that it's growing, you're focusing on it to make sure that it continues to grow in a positive way, whether it be your health, your home, your job, your finances, your family. I'm feeling like this could be family related since we do have the Empress, and that's more of a motherly type card. So nurturing the seed that you planted here, because you were reflecting over all aspects of life, saying there's something missing. And so you planted a seed, and now you're watching it grow. You're focused on it. You're focused on that part of your life, that aspect growing in that part of your life. I like how it looks like you're moving forward here. This is forward movement because you planted something and now you're watching it grow. The Earth card's on top of the Empress. The Empress is Mother Earth. I hope that answers your question. What you don't see What's coming that you're not seeing? It's a seed that you planted. It could have been a while ago that you planted this seed, and now it's coming to light and it's starting to grow. An example, if you planted a seed of putting in applications wanting a job, perhaps it's going to come to light. That's just an example. All right, Dukes. Are you here, Dukes? You want a message from your mom? Okay. You're very welcome, Sunshine. You're very welcome. You want a message from your mom? I know, Tanga. All right. We have the Knight of Cups. Ooh, we have the Fool card. Oh, and the Wheel of Fortune. Now, you know, when I get the Wheel of Fortune, to me, the Wheel of Fortune is broken up into the four seasons. Oh, your mom is here. The Wheel of Fortune is broken up into 4 seasons. And so during this year is going to be full of new beginnings, leap of faith. It's full of potential. This year is full of potential. No, don't get nervous. It's just that some things just, they catch my attention. The Knight of Cups. So this is somebody younger. I would say somebody roughly late teens, early 20s to mid 20s, possibly. Here is making an offering, and I would say sometime later in the year. I get goosebumps, Steph. I get goosebumps. From depending on how strong they come in, it can go all the way up to my arms. Usually mostly my legs. That's where it starts. I get the goosebumps in my legs. And trust me, I've got heat blowing on me. So I'm not cold. There's heat blowing on me from my oxygen machine. Blowing on my legs, as a matter of fact. So that's how I know when I have somebody here. When I mention someone's name, like Dukes, this is readings for Dukes. Gunner, you can't come through here, buddy. There's not enough room. Move back. He's trying to come through an opening that's not big enough for him. So when I say like Duke's name and I get the goosebumps, then I know that's somebody here for her. And she asked for a reading from her mom. And so I've got goosebumps all over right now. So somebody younger in your family, it could be a family member, but not necessarily a family member, because I don't have any family cards here. Do you have a question, Rahul? Rahul Suri? Do you have a question? So what I'm seeing here is somebody younger. This might be in the summer months. Put your question in chat for me, and then if it's a yes or no, I'll use runes. If it's a regular question, then it's your choice whether I use runes or tarot. So, Dukes, there's a change coming. I see change coming all year. A leap of faith, new beginnings coming all year long. But maybe in fall, late summer, fall, somebody is going to make an offering. Somebody younger is, and I don't feel like it's somebody that, I feel like it's somebody that you might know. It's not necessarily a family member. They're making some sort of an offer, perhaps an offer to help you out. I got your Rahul. I'm writing your question down. So what I'm seeing is, Dukes, throughout the year is going to be full of new beginnings, and perhaps this is somebody new coming into your life. You know, somebody to help out, somebody that's there to help you in some way. Perhaps in the fall, you may need some help with something in the fall, and they may be coming in to help you at that point in time. This is a change. The Wheel of Fortune is a change, and it's a change for the better. So you're going to have, to me, you're going to have good luck all year. It's a year of new beginnings for you. And this is a new beginning too. This perhaps this could be a new emotion as well. This could involve your emotions. Something maybe that you haven't been emotional about in a while, and it's going to come back. Something's going to return to you in the fall when it comes to your emotions. Gunner, no, buddy, you can't. You're just going to run into my leg the whole time. Oh, okay, Rahul. I hope that answers your question, Dukes. I hope that helps. Yeah, that's good. It's a year of new beginnings for you. It should be a new year of new beginnings for everyone. Since it's 2026, when you add the 2, the 0, the 2, and the 6 together, that comes to 10, which when you add the 1 and the 0, you get 1. That's new beginnings. All right. Mazakine. Are you here, Mazakine? You just want a general reading. General reading for Mazakine. Here we go. All right, this is for Mazakine. Make sure you hit that thumbs up button, please, and thank you. I greatly appreciate it. Oh, We've got the Full card. The Eight of Wands. And the Nine of Cups. All right, Mazikeen. What's going on here? So we have the 8 and the 9. The Eight of Wands. New beginnings for you as well. A wish fulfilled. You planted a seed. There's something you've been wishing for. Something you've been wishing for. Perhaps it's love coming in. You might be receiving messages, signs from the universe, or signs from another person, perhaps. This, to me, often reminds me of the Cupid card, or of Cupid shooting his arrows. So messages of love coming in. And I feel it's somebody new. You've been wanting this. This is a wish fulfillment, a new beginning here with somebody new. Will you stop? Dude, come on. You can't get through here. Oh, my word. Oh. I don't know what to do. I can't get him through. He can't get through there. It's not big enough hole for him. Oh, dude. Back up. Oh, my god. No, it's not Tank this time. This is Gunner. It's a different dog. All right. So Mazikeen, it looks like you might have made a wish for perhaps love to come in. And it's going to be a new beginning. You're going to take a leap of faith on something. Your wish is fulfilled. Your wish is going to be granted. Ooh. All right, Mazikeen. Yeah, Dukes, it's this time it's not the big boy, it's the one next under him in size. They traded places. You're very welcome, Mazikeen. You're very welcome. Now the big boy's laying where this one usually lays. And this one's just standing here thinking he can get through an opening that's not big enough for him. He's trying to get past my leg and he can't. Oh, yeah, I've got 3 dogs, Dukes. I have 3 dogs. It's just Tank is the big one, and he's always the nosy one. Oh, Lord, I said his name, and here he comes. Yeah, he's the big boy. He's the big one. Gunner's the medium. And then I have another one that's Corgi. He's the little one. It's okay, Dukes. You didn't know. I had 4, but near the end of last year, my little baby passed away. She was a Pomeranian. So now I'm down to just 3 boys. All right. This is for Brenda. Tanga, you ought to see the size of my corgi. He's full-blooded corgi, but he was deformed when he was born, so they had him fixed and did not register him. His little legs, poor little thing. He's not hurting, that's for sure, for food. You ought to see him. All right, Brenda, this is from your mother. This is a message from your mom. Ooh, Ace of Cups. Ten of Pentacles. And the Sun card. Wow. Brenda. What do we got going on here? The Ace of Cups. So there's some aspect of your life, you've completed something. And whatever it was, you feel abundant from you know how you feel like when you this is just an example. You know how you feel when you pay off a mortgage or you pay off that car loan? Like a big sigh of relief. And when things like that happen, you might have a new emotion that you didn't know you had. Or this could also be that somebody new is coming in. This is something came to an end, is coming to an end. You're bringing something to an end if you haven't already. And I feel it's related to either emotions or connections that you have. The Sun card here tells me that you feel successful. You feel joy and happiness as well. You know, this could be, we're talking about dogs right now. And your mom might be letting you know that even though Freddie and Paco, I believe I'm pronouncing it right, I hope so, have left the world, you found Sir Winston. Sir Winston brings you joy and happiness. Because we're talking about dogs, we were just talking about dogs. I feel that's the message your mother wants you to know, is that you feel the abundance, even though you still miss those other two dogs, even though you miss Paco and you miss Freddie. Okay, even though you miss them, the new one, Sir Winston, brings you joy and happiness just as much as they did. It's just Sir Winston's his own person or his own self. And so you feel abundant having Sir Winston, even though you still miss, even though you still have those emotions and those feelings about Freddie and Paco, you have Sir Winston to come in and help you through that. All right, let's see what your father has to say. Let's see what your dad has to say. I feel like your mother's bringing that message through because we are talking about dogs. And I feel like dogs brought that back to you about Freddie and Paco. All right, let's see what Dad has to say. 7 of Wands. 2 of Wands. And the Hermit. What is your dad saying here? Your dad's talking about isolating and looking inside yourself. You're protecting you feel like you have to protect your feelings because of over here. Are you doubting yourself because you got Sir Winston? Subconsciously, maybe. You're not replacing Freddie. You're not replacing Paco. Sir Winston is new. Okay. Well, you need to, let that go. If you were feeling bad, if you felt like you were just replacing them, you're not. Know that. They're always going to be with you, no matter what. Even though they're not here with us physically, they're still here with us in a spiritual way. Hi, LLR. All right, I got your question. Hang on. Let me write it down. Your grandmother. Oh, yeah, that's true, Brenda. See, I told you, pay attention to your dreams. They come through. And your mom and dad know it. They know that you didn't get Sir Winston to replace the other two, but you needed the companionship of Sir Winston that you lost when Freddie and Paco left this physical world. You're very welcome, Brenda. You're very welcome. All right, Go Getter. Are you here, Go Getter? I'll be sitting on my seat while I'm waiting on Go Getter to respond. I'll be sitting in my seat and it feels like I'm being nudged on my hip or my hoodie's being nudged, and I'll look down and there's nobody there, and I always think it's my little girl that passed away last year. Go Getter, are you here, Go Getter? Are you here, Go Getter? Okay. This is for you. You want to know if you're going to get a job sooner or later. Is it going to be sooner or is it going to be later? Let's pull this rune out and see, are you going to get a job sooner? That's the Rido rune. That's a no. Are you going to get a job later? What do we got here? That is the Kenaz rune. This is the Kenaz. Listen to me. This is the Kenaz rune. So it's going to be later. It's not going to be now. It's not going to be sooner. This is the Rido rune in reverse. It's not your destiny to have a job right now or sooner. Your destiny is to have one later. And the Kenaz rune is about creativity and inspiration. It's also about knowledge and revelation. So there's something perhaps that you have to gain knowledge about that will help you with a new job. So it's going to be later. It's not going to be sooner. It's going to be later. You're going to get one, just not right away. Yes, Dukes, they can send us messages. They sure can. Hi, Helga. Do you have a question? Let me just say this about getting messages, whether it's from our family or it's from our pets. You have to have an open mind. Oh, Brenda. Brenda, you're reading my mind. You have to have an open mind. You're very welcome, go getter. You're very welcome. Your mind has to be open to the fact that they can communicate with you. Andrew, are you here, Andrew? I got you, Helga. That's a yes or no. I'll use the runes for that. Okay, you want a message from the universe. If you haven't hit that thumbs up button, please do. I'd appreciate it. It helps a lot. Aw, thank you so much, Go Getter. Thank you for that. I greatly appreciate that. Thank you for supporting my channel. I truly appreciate that. Thank you. All right, Andrew, a message from the universe. Yeah, just open your mind up to it, Dukes. I know, ooh, somebody's here with me. I don't know who, because I'm not doing a reading for somebody's family. Oh, Andrew, you've got the two. You've got, not the two, you've got the high priestess that has the book. All right. What do we got coming here for Andrew from the universe? Page of Pentacles. Oh, Three of Swords. A message from the universe. Something in the past when you were younger. You may have found something that was written. You may have found some written communication when you were younger. And that written communication hurt your feelings. It hurt you badly. And maybe it's just now catching up to you. Perhaps there's information that you didn't know about when you were younger. You're revisiting something from your past. There's something you're revisiting from your past. Back then, no, not yet, O2. Back then, you wasn't sure what you found in writing. You wasn't sure about it. But when you read it, it hurt your feelings. And now it's coming to light again. Something from your past is coming up again. Something that hurt you in the past when you read it is going to come to light again. And you're going to have to address it. There's something you're going to have to address. It's something in some part of your life. Somebody said something, and I feel strongly whatever was said that broke your heart, it was in writing. Something in writing that hurt you. It's something that you hadn't thought about for a while, but now something has happened. I don't know what. Something is bringing it back to you. Perhaps something in your gut, something has transpired to bring this back to you. And now you're taking another look at it. It's something that was hurtful that you read. Perhaps back then, even though it may have hurt you, you wasn't really sure. Maybe you weren't sure why it was hurting. Now you're rethinking about it. It's going to come. If it's not already on your mind, it's going to come to your mind. This is something, yeah, something that was said in writing. Perhaps it was something that you were not supposed to know. And now you're rethinking it. For some reason, it's coming back up. I don't know, perhaps so that you can begin the healing process properly, or to figure out why this was in writing to begin with. I hope that helps you, Andrew. TT. Hi, Simply Shandia. You're very welcome, Andrew. You're very welcome. No, you're not too late. If you have a question, put it in chat. Sorry, I had to get a drink of tea. All right, this is for TT. You wanted a general reading? Make sure you guys hit that thumbs up button, please, and thank you. I'd appreciate it. Okay, Simply Shandia, I'll write that down. Give me 1 second. All right, this is for TT. You're welcome. All right, we got the Ten of Swords. Page of Pentacles. And the Nine of Swords. Swords are coming up. Remember, we're in Mercury retrograde. I feel this is something from your past as well, perhaps. Something that was overwhelming you, something stressing you out. It could have been some form of communication, negative self thoughts. Thinking negatively doesn't help us any. It causes this anxiety we see here. And perhaps it's somebody else had been saying things, and it's time to put an end to the negative communication, because both of these reflect negative communication. It's time to put an end to it, and putting an end to it so you can restart some aspect of your life. So in some part of your life, there's been some negative communication that you need to put an end to it. Put a stop to it. It's time for it to stop. You're overthinking it. You're stressing out about it. You have anxiety over it. It's time to let it go. It's time to let it go and move on. And start that aspect over again. Like I said, this could be somebody talking about you. Too much thinking, too much. And now's the time you got to be careful what we say. More so than, well, we always need to be careful about what we say. But now is the time that slip-ups really happen during Mercury retrograde. Also, electronics can mess up on us as well. But in this case, it's about communication. It's also about thoughts. And so I don't know who would want to say something bad about RTT, but if they do, that you need to put an end to it and move on with that part of life. Don't let them stress you out. Don't overthink it either. Overthinking things causes stress. Stress affects our body physically. It really does. And so we need to be careful about overthinking and stressing out over things that are said, because it can have an effect on our health. You're checking and deleting many messages. Well, it is Mercury retrograde. It is in the sign of Pisces. I will say that. All right. Butterfly, ascending butterfly, are you here? There you are. Yeah, I know, Tango. That's true. During Mercury retrograde, I couldn't tell you how many times I start writing something and then I delete it before I send it. I think, do I really want that to say that right now? No, it's not. If that's what if you're dealing with that on top of Mercury retrograde, I feel bad for you. I've been there, done that. Don't want to do it again. All right, this is for Butterfly. This is a general reading. All right. We got the Ten of Pentacles again. We got the Knight of Swords. And we have the Six of Pentacles. All right. So what do we have here? This is about helping others, wanting things to flow smoothly. This is about gaining some information. You might be gaining some information on some aspect of your life that is going to come to a completion. It's going to come to an end. And when it comes to an end, you're going to feel abundant from it. And my example I have for something coming to an end would be somebody paying off a mortgage. Hi, Fortune Cattle. You want a general reading, Fortune Cattle? So, something along the lines of a mortgage being paid off, something that's just an example. It could be information that you're getting, information you were needing to complete something. So, there may have been some missing information. You are helping others. You want things are going smoothly, and you make all the adjustments you need to make over all aspects of life to make sure everything's running smoothly. And there may have been some information that you needed that you got. You may be receiving information that's going to help you bring something to a conclusion so that you have abundance in your life. It could be, like I said, the best example I can think of would be paying off a mortgage. You're going to feel abundant because then you're not going to have that payment over your head anymore. That's just an example of what this could be about. Could be something else. It has to do with some aspect of your life. Gaining information that's going to be helpful in the process of bringing something to an end. Whether it's paying off a mortgage, whether it's getting the information to help you with perhaps a health problem. Because this could be anything. It's something that you value in your life. We value our health, our home, our job, our finances, our family. There could be other things out there as well that we value, but those are the things that we really value. And I feel like you're getting some sort of information regarding that. I feel you might have been helping others as well in the process. And in that process of helping others, you didn't put a question, John. I didn't see any questions from you. Oh, I got your question. No, you didn't miss your reading. Fortune. Let me get your question here, Fortune. That's a long question there. All right. I got your question. Let's see. John Noah, you didn't miss your reading yet. Okay. All right. So, Butterfly, that is yours. Tango, you're up next. And you have a yes or no question. So I'm going to use the you're very welcome, Butterfly. You're very welcome. I'm going to use the runes to answer the yes or no. I usually have better outcome with the yes or no questions. Not you yet, Helga. Not you. This is for Tanga. You want to know if you're in the right place. Is Tanga in the right place? Make sure you guys hit that thumbs up button, please, and thank you. I appreciate it. Oh, Tanga, you're not in the right place. What do we have here? The Ura's rune. This represents, when it's upright, this represents the axe. You know, the axe. Strength, power, and courage. Something is missing here. Are you missing some power? Are you missing some courage? Are you missing some strength of some sort? Because this is saying, no, you're not in the right place right now. Ooh. All right. I don't know if you meant where you live at. I don't know if this is in regards to where you live at or just where you're at in general in life. If this is about where you're living at, it's any way you look at it, it's a no. All righty. Sorry about that, Tanga. But I do the runes. The runes have been the best for giving me the best outcome with yes or no questions. Do you have a question, Cat Goddess, or do you just want a general reading? Do you have a question or you want a general reading, Cat Goddess? Okay. All right. Tanga, I hope that helps. I don't know what you were referring to. If you were referring to if you were referring to where you live at, or if you were just referring to life in general. Love Mia, are you here? You gave me a yes or no question. You want to know if that person, if it's casual or if it's committed. Well, make it quick then. If you're going to change your question, make it quick. Feelings and intentions. Alrighty. You want to know their feelings and intentions. You got the High Priestess. Now, you guys see me shuffle these. Ten of Pentacles. Yeah, there's a list, Cat Goddess. There's a list. And Queen of Swords. You're on the list, Cat Goddess. You're on the list. So this is about something coming to a completion. Feeling abundant. But decisions have to be made in order for that to happen. But with the High Priestess tells me, first of all, you already know the answer to this question. Secondly, if there is a commitment, it looks like you want to get it in writing. So you already know the answer to this question. You want it in writing. And I have a lag. My internet's lagging. I apologize. You already know the answer to your question. In order to feel abundant, a decision has to be made. I feel like this is not on your part. This is on the other person's part. But you already know this. Wants commitment. Wants it in writing. Wants it in writing. And remember this, the Queen of Swords. It doesn't necessarily have to be a female. This could be a male as well. Is making a decision. Possibly marriage, yes. Because what gets put in writing? Marriage. But see, the High Priestess tells me you already knew this. You already know it. It's in your gut feeling. You have that gut feeling. Pay attention to your gut. Listen to what your gut is telling you. Making a family right here. Becoming complete. Yes. Marriage. All right, Brandon. Are you here, Brandon? You're very welcome, love Mia. You're very welcome. Okay, Brandon, you had a yes or no question. You want to know if your wish will be granted? And I'm going to use the runes for that. Will your wish be granted? Yes, that's a definite yes. That's the Euro rune. This represents a year. It represents harvest, it represents peace, and it represents rewards. Yes, your wish will be granted. All right. Steph, are you here, Steph? You're very welcome, Brandon. You're very welcome. Are you here, Steph? You want to know about being in a romantic relationship. Yeah, I know. I've got a bad lag. And that is a yes as well. That's the gauze rune. It represents day, dawn, a breakthrough, an awareness. So, as long as you pay attention to your surroundings, yes, you will be in a romantic relationship. All right, Pamela. Are you here, Pamela? You're very welcome, Steph. You're very welcome. Pamela, are you here, Pamela? So, you want to know how to raise above someone's constant verbal attacks. I'll do the reading, but I'll tell you what to do. I don't know if the reading is going to tell you what I'll tell you. Let's see what the reading says. Three of Wands. Ace of Cups. And the Queen of Pentacles. How do you raise above somebody's constant verbal attacks? You need to address the emotions that it makes you feel that you've never felt before, perhaps. The new emotions that you get from this. You need to perhaps come together with someone else. What I'm missing here in this reading is communication. Now we have the Queen of Pentacles is somebody that's generous and caring. Perhaps you've been too generous to this person. Perhaps you've been too caring to this person. And you may be, you're being told perhaps to do something you haven't done in the past. pull back the emotions, pull back the feelings from this person. If you've been kind to this person and generous, it's time to pull yourself back and pull away from them. And the reading is kind of telling you what I would tell you to do. And what I would tell you to do is also in this reading as well, or I should say not in this reading. How you overcome or how you get over somebody's one person's constant verbal attacks is don't respond to them. No communication. Pull away from them. Go silent on them. Don't give them any emotions. Don't show any feelings towards them in any way, shape, or form. You have to essentially block them out of your life. That's going to create more anger in them, admittedly, but it's anger that doesn't belong to you. It belongs to them. They're the ones that's going to have to deal with that anger that they're going to feel when you pull yourself away from them and stop communication with them. Because you have to stop the communication, first of all. If you're still continuing to communicate with them and they verbally attack you constantly, you need to stop communication altogether. No, there's no communication here. When you stop communicating, then you'll start to feel the new emotions, the new feelings, how it feels to not be attacked. So the only way that you don't know what they're saying verbally is to block them. And I know that might be difficult, especially if it's a family member. If it's a family member, I know it might be difficult. Sometimes we have to do that. There's just times that we have to. We don't have a choice. Especially if it's an attack. That's not good. And I would have said that whether the reading said it or not, to stop contact with them. Don't respond to them. Yeah, it will anger them, but that's not your problem. That's their problem. So the way to raise above their constant attacks is by blocking them. At least temporarily until they calm down and learn. They have to learn that they cannot do the verbal abuse. They got to learn that they cannot verbally attack you. And the only way to do that is to, first of all, block them so that you don't have to listen to it. And when they calm down enough, then maybe you can resume communication, but the best thing to do is to block communication from them. All right, Joanna X. Are you here, Joanna? How does Steph feel about you? You want to know how Steph feels. Six Cups. Two of Pentacles. Seven of Pentacles. Well, I don't have feelings here. I do have emotions. I feel like there's a decision to be made. I feel like maybe they have a decision to make, and they may be reflecting over their choices. Perhaps this person has more than one choice. Perhaps you're not the only person they're connected to. They want to maintain harmony with you, but as far as staying connected and making a choice whether they want to stay connected here, they have to make this choice. See, I don't see communications. I don't see feelings here. I see emotions, but I don't see feelings, because those are two different things. So they want to know, they're considering, do they stay emotionally connected or not? That's a choice they have to make. They feel like you're part of their life, but you may not be their only choice. Just know that. You may not be that person's only choice. Because we have right here, this Two of Pentacles tells me decisions has to be made. They have to make a decision on a choice. Do they want to be connected? Do they want to stay connected? How they feel is not being shown to me. How they actually feel is not being shown. It's being hidden from me. Communication's hidden as well. So a lack of communication and not showing me the true feelings here. They're having to choose. All right, John, are you here, John? Yeah. Well, I'm not surprised there, Joanne. So they're thinking about it. They're reflecting on it. All right, John, are you here? There you are. All right. You have a yes or no question, so I'm going to use the runes for that. You're very welcome, Joanna. You're very welcome. You want to know, will you win your court case? Will you win your court case? That says no. That's the Algiz rune. So if this were upright, it would represent protection, shield, and self-defense. So there's no self-defense here. There's no shield here. I mean, I could be wrong. The runes could be wrong. But at this point, the runes are saying, no, you're not going to win that court case. Unfortunately. I'm sorry, John. I hope it works out. No, O2 Hurricane is, you're after LLR. And Crazy Polaroid, you're going to be my last one on the list because I didn't. Dear God. Crazy. Crazy. Crazy Polaroid. Not yet, not yet, Cat Goddess. I'm writing your question down. All right. O2 Hurricane. Are you still here, O2 Hurricane? O2 Hurricane, are you still here? O2 Hurricane. I'll come back to O2. You have a wonderful day too. I'll come back to O2 Hurricane. Rahul, are you here, Rahul? Rahul. Yuri. I'll come back to that one. How about LLR? Are you still here, LLR? Okay. You want to know what message your grandmother was trying to give you in a dream? What message was your grandma trying to give you? A Three of Pentacles? Six of Pentacles? Oh, the Wheel of Fortune. All right, you got a change coming. So remember, the Wheel of Fortune is like the Wheel of the Year, and it's divided up into the 4 seasons. So right now, at this point in time, you are helping others. I feel it's you're helping others in your family. perhaps later on in the year, you're going to be needing help yourself. And so maybe you're going to start your own business. You're holding out your hand, kind of, or holding a pentacle out. It's like you're starting something yourself. Perhaps it's in regards to helping others. You may be starting something that is helpful for others. And whatever it is, it's going to happen. I feel this is going to take place in mostly in the first part of the year, the first 6 months. Perhaps it'll go into a little bit into partially the second half of the year, but the majority of this is going to happen the first part of the year, the first 6 months. So I see your grandma's telling you that you're going to help someone, or it's yourself that you're going to help. Perhaps this could be a business. You may be starting your own business and you're getting help from family, and it's going to take off in the first half of the year. Something is going to happen in some aspect of your life, whether it's starting a business or has to do with the job, your home, your finances, your family, your health. Something is happening during the first half of the year. And you're going to get assistance on that so that the rest of the year can move smoothly. So you're going to get help from help is coming in some form the first half, and then the rest of the year will be smooth sailing. This is a change. There's some sort of change in some aspect of your life, and it's a change for the better, because this is good luck. When the wheel is going upright and it's moving in a positive direction, things in your life are moving in a positive direction also. And it's really moving the first half of the year here. The rest of the half, everything's going to be just smooth sailing. I hope that helps. Answer, I don't know what your dream was about, but I feel like you're receiving help. Perhaps she's letting you know. Maybe she's telling you who to look to get for that help that you might be needing. But she's letting you know that there's going to be a change. O2 Hurricane. You're very welcome, LOR. You're very welcome. O2 Hurricane, this is for you. We have the Eight of Wands, the Queen of Pentacles, and the Ace of Swords. O2 Hurricane. This tells me that You might be receiving messages from the universe, and there may be something new that you're starting dealing with communication. Some form of communication, whether it's education, an idea that you have. You're going to put forth an effort in something dealing with communication that helps you, perhaps in a good business sense, not necessarily a good business sense. In some aspect of your life, though. So I feel like there's messages coming from the universe. The messages are putting an idea, giving you some type of an idea that you want to work on, something dealing with communications. Whether it be educational or information coming in, new information. This will be new information. You might be receiving new information concerning some aspect of your life. Something that you didn't know about before. And this communication is taking you down. It has to deal with some part of your life that you didn't know about before. New information's coming in some aspect of your life. It's both coming from outside source and it's coming from the universe as well. I have a lag. O2 hurricane. I apologize. My internet's lagging, I think. Helga, are you here, Helga? Helga, are you here? Awesome, Brenda. Oh yeah, Metal Clips isn't here, and I don't have Pollyanna's not feeling too good today, so I don't have Pollyanna here dropping my links for me. But if you need Metal Clips shop, her shop is listed in the description under this live. Please check out Metal Clips shop. She does make wonderful soap. Helga, are you here, Helga? If you use the code MHTR, you get 10% off. Helga, where you at, Helga? I know. I told you, Brenda. I told you that stuff is amazing. And it smells so good. All right, Helga, while I'm waiting on you, Helga. Shandia, simply Shan. Oh, there's Helga. You want to know if you have a chance with the new mechanic you met? I would not steer you wrong, Brenda. Trust me, I would not steer you wrong when it comes to that. All right, this is for Helga. Do you have a chance with the new mechanic you met? Does Helga have a chance with the new mechanic? That is the Laguz rune. That is a yes. The Laguz rune represents water, sea, lake. It represents flow. So the flow of becoming friends and becoming possibly more than just friends is there. The opportunity for that is there. So, yes, you do have a chance with the mechanic. Rahul, while I've got the runes out, are you here, Rahul? You want to know if you'll pass your CA exams. I'm going to do your reading now. You can use the ask button. Hopefully you're here. Hopefully you use the ask button. I should put that in my description, I guess, when I get off of here. Will you pass your CA exams? Ah, you got the same one. Laguz rune. That's a yes. You will pass your CA exams. All right. Simply Shandia. Are you here, Simply Shandia? All right. You want a general reading. All right. This is for Simply Shandia. We have the Ten of Swords. We have the Hangman. And the Ace of Cups. Look how the Hangman is hanging inside that Ace of Cups. So I feel like maybe you've met somebody new, maybe just in passing, but you may have met somebody new, somebody that you didn't know. You may have to let them go. They may be somebody that is not a nice person that tends to talk about people behind their back and cause pain. So you may have met somebody new, that male or female, doesn't matter. You may have met a new person that you need to let go of because they're not a nice person. They are the type of person that will talk about others behind their back. And when they do, it causes pain. So letting go of this person sooner rather than later so that they don't hurt you like they hurt others would be the ideal thing to do. Especially if you find out they've done this to other people and this is somebody that you just started having conversations with, connecting with. It's somebody you need to let go of because they're the type of person that will cause pain. And especially now during Mercury retrograde, it's really bad. Yeah, you can change your question. haven't gotten to you yet, but yeah, you can change it. I'm sorry, Simply Shandia, but it's best to cut somebody off, especially if you know or you've been told that they've caused other people pain. You don't want that same pain that other people have experienced as well. So the best thing to do is to cut somebody off like that. What's your question, Crazy Polaroid? So I can write it down. Fortune Cattle. Are you here, Fortune Cattle? Are you here, Fortune Cattle? Okay. Your question involves other people. You want to know what's going to happen to a person that's dealing with somebody that they shouldn't be dealing with. That's the best way to put it. What's going to happen to a person that's dealing with a female that is not exactly a good person? Sometimes people have to learn from experience. Just remember that. Okay, that's a yes or no question, Crazy Polaroid. I got you. All right. Oh, okay. Well, let's see what's going to happen to him. I mean, that happens sometimes. Let's see what's going to happen to JD. We've got the Fool card. Oh, there's the Tower. And there's the Three of Pentacles. So the Fool card is telling me he's taking a chance. And you know he's taking a chance. This is a risk. The Tower. His expectations are too high. Yeah, I'm going to, Brenda. I'm almost done. I only got 2 after this one, and then I'll be done. Thank you, Brenda. So, he's going in. He's taking a leap of faith on this person. But he's taking this leap of faith with expectations that are too high. What happens when a Tower happens? I know, Brenda. Thank you for that. When a Tower moment happens, you come back. He's going to come back to realization here. Because something is going to happen. I don't know what. I can't tell you what's going to happen. The best thing you can do, Fortune Cattle, is you can't tell people what to do, especially when it involves a relationship. Just know that that person is going into the connecting with this female on a leap of faith. But when JD goes into this connection with this female, JD goes in with high expectations. And when we're building that tower, And we get our expectations get to be so high that it narrows our sight narrows. What we're looking at narrows. And we don't see, we get blindsided. JD's going to be blindsided by something. And it's going to bring him back to a reality where he has to build from the ground up. He's going to have to build his expectations lower. Right now, he's got high expectations, and that's faulty thinking on his part, on JD's part. So, and it's high expectations from this female. Something's going to happen, something's going to occur to bring JD back to earth. Looking for guidance to rebuild that tower, but I can believe it. The tower is the one. I mean, I can't make this stuff up. You see me pull these cards. It could be, I can't say for sure how soon it'll be. The full card, the leap of faith that JD's taking on this person, and then the tower. Because his expectations are too high. He's walking around with blinders on right now, expecting too much. And something is going to come out of nowhere, a lightning bolt, that's going to shake up his reality and bring him back to earth. I keep saying him. I am assuming that JD's a him. I apologize if it's not. So, I don't know. Hopefully, JD won't get in any legal issues. I don't see that. But I do see something happening to show him or show JD that they're reaching too high. They expect too much from somebody that has all these issues that you're saying is serious legal issues. Yeah. I have a feeling that that's going to come into play here in bringing the tower moment. I have a feeling that's going to be part of what brings this tower moment and brings JD back to earth. I think that maybe, oh, wow. Yeah. It may involve money. Perhaps he's got expectations, and perhaps the financial drain on JD's wallet may be what the tower moment is. It may be fine. Perhaps the tower is something financial on for towards him to wake him up, to wake JD up to say, "Oh, I may have made a mistake here, taking a chance." Oh, wow, that's not good at all. That's not a good situation at all. Oh, okay. Oh, I gotcha. That's never good. That's never good when someone else causes issues in a relationship. I can understand that, Fortune Cattle. I can understand that. Well, I hope things work out for you, because that doesn't sound like it's a good situation. Cat Goddess, are you still here, Cat Goddess? Yeah, I agree, Fortune Cattle. I agree. You want a general reading for the spring. All right, let's see what the spring holds for Cat Goddess. Oh, 10 of Wands. Queen of Wands. Ooh, 3 of Swords. So even we're in winter right now, so perhaps somebody may say something that hurts your heart. Remember, we're in Mercury retrograde. People tend to say things they shouldn't say, more so than they normally would. So I see a broken heart here that stresses you out, but I feel like you can overcome it because you are a sincere person. You're a nurturing person. You're very welcome, Fortune Cattle. You're very welcome. So I feel like somebody is going to say something that's going to hurt you, and it stresses you out. It hurts your feelings. But in all reality, you have the ability to overcome. Sorry about the dog. You have the ability to overcome it because you are a sincere, caring person. Even though what they said hurts, perhaps it's something. Hey, come on, buddy. I think he sees a cat or something outside and he's barking at it. Or the birds. So, what I'm seeing here is somebody that hurts your heart with something they say and it stresses you out, causes you anxiety, it's hurting you, hurting your feelings. It's a heavy load. However, you have that ability to overcome it. So, going into the spring, somebody could say something. Yeah, it's Mercury retro. This I feel is being brought about by Mercury retrograde. I feel somebody might say something that they normally wouldn't say. And not thinking, sometimes we say things that we don't think would hurt, and they actually do. We don't mean to hurt somebody, but ultimately it does. All right, crazy Polaroid. Are you here, crazy Polaroid? All right, you want to know if there's going to be any issues at the airport with TSA in Atlanta. You're very welcome, Cat Goddess. You're very welcome. Since this is a yes or no, we're going to use the runes. Are you going to have any issues at the airport with TSA? No, you're not going to have any issues with TSA at the airport. This is the TWAS room, and this is a no. This says no. You're not going to have any problems. Everything's going to go smoothly. All right. Well, let's see. I'm going to thank Go Getter. Thank you, Go Getter, for supporting my channel with the $1.99 super chat. I want to thank everybody for being here. We'll be back Sunday for general readings and angel numbers, so no questions on Sunday. Make sure you come early. My list fills up quickly. And members will be back Tuesday. Probably do more of what we did last Tuesday. All right. I send much love, many blessings to everybody. Stay safe out there. It's a crazy world we live in. We see it every day on the news if you watch the news. If you can, try to be kind. And I hope to see you all on Sunday. Have a good rest of your evening, everybody. Thank you all for being here.